Today we're going to be talking about fitness testing in physical education. I'm Will.
I'm Cole.
I'm Jonah.
I'm Aiden.
And I'm Abby.
Alright. Sweet.
Alright, first up we got the scope and sequence overview. The purpose of the scope and sequence is demonstrating how fitness education develops from kindergarten all the way through grade 12. Shows how students progressively build knowledge, skills, and independence throughout. And ensures practices align with Shape America's appropriate fitness testing guidelines. The first part, the elementary focus, is really where the foundation is built, and that's by developing fundamental movement skills like agility, balance, and coordination. It introduces cardiovascular endurance through fun, engaging games. It also teaches basic health concepts like nutrition, active play, and body awareness, with the goal being building enjoyment and confidence in physical activity. The middle school focus is understanding the fitness concepts. By learning the components of fitness such as muscular strength, flexibility, cardiovascular endurance, and body composition. Participates in age-appropriate fitness assessments, and then setting personal goals and reflecting on the progress, and then developing responsibility for personal health. And then the high school focus is applying fitness for life, applying knowledge to create personal fitness plans, also learning goal setting, tracking progress, and self-assessments, and emphasizing lifelong wellness strategies. Overall encourages independence and habits that support long-term health. And the overall K through 12 progression helps students move from skill development to understanding to the application in life. The curriculum builds competence, confidence, and lifelong healthy habits. And then the fitness education empowers students to make informed, healthy choices throughout life.
Okay, and then fitness testing is an essential component for physical education programs that are used to assess students. So there are some districts that used to test elementary students K through 5 with the following tests: the PACER test for 3rd and 4th graders, the sit and reach, the push-up and curl-up test. It has changed. The Oshkosh district let the contract for fitness grams expire, so now they mostly do assessments in regards to pacing and endurance. Some teachers do the PACER and some do the marathon, which increases by 30 seconds each month. According to Shape America standards, elementary students should develop motor skills and understand basic fitness concepts. Research supports that younger students benefit from simple age-appropriate assessments that focus on effort and improvement rather than normative comparisons. So then the development of independence and fitness literacy is the most important during middle school. As they undergo physical and emotional changes during adulthood, they begin to understand how fitness relates to overall health. Some common assessments are the PACER test, or the 1 mile run, for cardiovascular endurance. Performance-based assessments use rubrics to evaluate students' skills. Formative exit slips questions, peer and self-assessments, 1 to 4 scale of self-check-ins or reflection journals, the sit and reach for flexibility, push-ups and curl-ups for muscular strength and endurance, and fitness gram components. Students-driven assessments are frequently used in high school PE classes, where students create fitness plans and track their own progress. The common tests for PACER and 1 mile run, push-ups, curl-ups, sit and reach, BMI and body composition, muscular power, like the vertical jump. They test the resting heart rate. Some high schools use watches or heart rate halter monitors that go around their abdomen. Fitness, self-assessments, and goal tracking tools. Reflections, the 10-meter fly, which tests max speed, the 5-10-5, which tests ability, or called the shuttle run, which measures students' ability to accelerate, decelerate, and change direction. All depending on which high school PE class students choose to take. Some of the following classes are team sports, foundation of movement, cardio, strength and conditioning, lifeguard, training, swim, for life, outdoor pursuits, personal fitness, and exercise science.
So next we'll talk about some assessment methods that physical education teachers can use that aren't standard fitness tests. So one way could be teacher observation during activity. So after administering just your basic activity or game for any kind of unit in physical education, the teacher can just kind of observe what the students are doing, what students are trying really hard in the activity and not showing fatigue, and then vice versa. There could be students that are not trying hard, showing fatigue, trying really hard, showing a lot of fatigue, just to kind of get a grasp on where their students are physically outside of using a standard like fitness test. Student self-assessment and reflection is also another way. Depending on the level, you can give students some kind of exit ticket or some kind of just self-assessment, and just to kind of get, or just have them say how they're feeling in gym class, if they're getting tired, if they feel good and fit physically and whatnot. Skill integrated fitness stations are also another way. A good example for this one is if you're doing a basketball unit and you want one student to dribble the basketball from one end of the gym to the other as kind of like part of a skill development for basketball, but you're also kind of incorporating cardiovascular endurance. They're moving a lot during the activity, and you can kind of use that teacher observation and kind of get a grasp on what students are getting tired during various activities and skill integrated fitness stations. Collaborative assessments, students can come together and kind of assess each other and figure out as groups what activities are making them really tired, how they're feeling throughout gym class. Sometimes students are more comfortable talking to like all their peers about stuff like this, about how fit physically they feel throughout the day, throughout gym class. So collaborative assessments along with self-assessments can be effective. And we touched on it earlier, but heart rate monitors are also just a really good way to have just direct evidence of what students are in the target heart rate zones, which students maybe aren't trying as hard, and without having them have to do an assessment, peer assessments or self-assessments, you can have direct evidence of where your students stand in gym class.
So right here we have our infographic about why fitness education matters. We care deeply about the health, confidence, and lifelong wellness of every student in our school community. Our fitness education program teaches skills to help children stay active, make healthy choices, and feel good about movement now and as they grow. Why fitness education matters: it builds lifelong health habits, develops confidence in movement, teaches body awareness, and encourages lifelong activity lifestyle choices.
And then why do we do fitness testing? So it helps students set personal goals, it tracks their individual improvements, it builds self-awareness and responsibility so that maybe they know where to be for the next upcoming test or whatnot. It highlights progression and progress instead of comparison. And then why is it appropriate shape alignment in practices? So it focuses on progress, not rankings, encouraging inclusive feedback, it's activities for all abilities, and students' voice and goal setting. So yeah.
And that's all we got.
Perfect.
Thank you.